Chapter 6 continued. Mrs. Jones turned to Alex. "You leave tomorrow for Port Talon," she said. "You'll be going under the name of Felix Lester." She handed him an envelope. "The real Felix Lester left for Florida yesterday. You'll find everything you need to know about him in here." "I'll read it in bed," Alex replied. "Good." Suddenly she was serious, and Alex found himself wondering if she was herself a mother. If so, she could well have a son his age. She took out a black and white photograph and laid it on the table. It showed a man in a white t-shirt and jeans. He was in his late 20s with light, close-cropped hair, a smooth face, the body of a dancer. The photograph was slightly blurred. It had been taken from a distance, possibly with a hidden camera. "I want you to look at this," she said. "I'm looking," Alex replied. His name is Yasen Gregorovich. He was born in Russia, but now he works for many countries. Iraq has employed him, also Serbia, Libya and China. "What does he do?" Alex asked. "He's a contract killer, Alex. We believe it was he who killed Ian Ryder." There was a long pause. Alex had almost managed to persuade himself that this whole business was just some sort of crazy adventure, a game. But looking at the cold face with its blank hooded eyes, he felt something stirring inside him and knew it was fear. He remembered his uncle's car shattered by bullets. A man like this, a contract killer, would do the same to him. He wouldn't even blink. "This photograph was taken 6 months ago in Cuba," Mrs. Jones was saying. "It may have been a coincidence, but Herod Sale was there at the same time. The two of them may have met, and there is something else." She paused. Ryder used a code in the last message he sent, a single letter Y. Y for Yasen. He must have seen Yasen somewhere in Port Talon, and he wanted us to know. "Why are you telling me this now?" Alex asked. His mouth had gone dry. "Because if you see him, if Yasen is anywhere near Sale Enterprises, I want you to contact us at once. And then, well, we'll pull you out. It doesn't matter how old you are, Alex. If Yasen finds out you're working for us, he'll kill you too." She took the photograph back. Alex stood up. "You leave here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, Mrs. Jones said. Be careful, Alex, and good luck." Alex walked across the hangar, his footsteps echoing. Behind him, Mrs. Jones unwrapped a peppermint and slipped it into her mouth. Her breath always smelt faintly about mint. As head of special operations, how many men had she sent to their deaths? Ian Ryder and maybe dozens more. Perhaps it was easier for her if her breath was sweet. There was a movement ahead of him, and he saw that the parachutists had gotten back from their jump. They were walking toward him out of the darkness, with Wolf and the other men from K Unit right at the front. Alex tried to step around them, but he found Wolf blocking his way. "You're leaving," Wolf said. Somehow he must have heard that Alex's training was over. "Yes," replied Alex. There was a long pause. "What happened on the plane?" Wolf began. "Forget it, Wolf," Alex said. "Nothing happened. You jumped and I didn't. That's all." Wolf held out a hand. "I want you to know I was wrong about you. You're all right. And maybe one day it would be good to work with you." "You never know," Alex said. They shook hands. "Good luck, cub." "Goodbye, Wolf." Alex walked out into the night.